got to the last 30 pages of this book last night at around midnight, and I was so tired and emotionally drained that I've left it for this morning, and now I don't know if I'm ready to read the last bit. I am not okay after finishing that book, and I didn't bring the other 2 books with me to read. That was the most brutal ending.
Oh my god, still not over the ending of that book. It was freaking brutal. And now I'm going to have such a book hangover over it. Like I said, I didn't bring the other 2 books with me because I want to do reading vlogs on them, and I also don't want to rush to finish the end of the series, and I want to savour it, so I haven't brought the X2. So this time tomorrow I'll be an hour into the exam, so today I'm just going to spend the day talking over the translations to myself, going through my vocab cards, taking out the words I know, so I'm only going over ones that I don't know. I don't think I'll do much actual writing revision because I don't want to stress myself out, because writing revision implies a sort of deadline to it, because you've got to actually be able to have the time to finish what you started writing. So I'm trying to make today as chill as possible and not stress myself out about it, and just review what I've done. Now I've just got to condense these notes into a Goodreads review. I was gripping so tight to this book while I was reading it because it was just getting so intense that the actual lettering has worn away and it was all coming off as glitter on my hands. But that just shows you how flippin' good this book was.
1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
Just finished my first go through of all my different sets of cards. The important thing to remember with like flashcards and vocab cards is to take out the ones you didn't know, which I'm pleasantly surprised at how few I didn't know, so that I can go over them specifically. These like bookmarks in my translation flashcards are just sentences that I wasn't translating like perfectly. Luckily I don't think there's any sentences that I couldn't get at all, so these tabs and these flashcards are going to be my next priority. Probably just going to have dinner and chill for a bit.
Breezes seem to whisper.
Tea time on a Friday also means drag race time. And this is the point where I give up, because if it's not going to go in by now, it's never gonna, and I'm just going to confuse myself and panic myself by trying to do any more last minute stuff. This is just like a summary.
exam day. It's the last exam of my degree. A little bit scary, so it means I hope it goes well. I'm gonna try and get some food down me. I'm not gonna have a cup of tea just in case. It's a 2-hour exam, but with my extra time because of my blue glasses, it ends up being 2.5 hours, so from 9 o'clock to 11:30. And I'm scared. So this is my exam pencil case. I'm not going to need much. I've got my reading glasses, and then of course, because my reading glasses are blue, that means I have a disability plan, and my paper will be on blue, so I'll also get extra time. And because of my anxiety, my exam will be in a separate, smaller room instead of a big exam hall. Then I've also got a couple of highlighters because grammar questions are going to involve finding some things. My student card that I need to put on my exam paper, my key card so I can actually get back in my house, and a book of pens, and that's pretty much it. Let's talk about that exam, because I have never had an exam go so well, fingers crossed, touch wood and all that jazz, but oh my god, I was stressing for it so much. I really thought I was going to be sick when I got there. I had a phone call with my mum just in case, but when I got in the exam, it was passage from Njálsog and Finnskriver that I knew, and I didn't even have to translate it because I'd memorised it like a script, so I just recited it on the page without having even to like put effort into translating, and it was the best. I didn't have to spend 30 minutes on each translation question because 30 mark for each passage, and then 10 marks of grammar questions for each as well, and then a 20 mark unseen, making 100 marks in total. But for each 30 mark passage, I didn't have to spend 30 minutes on them because I just blurted it all out on the page because I knew the stories and I knew the wording that I wanted to use, not necessarily translation perfect wording, because it says translate into modern English, so I've done some rearranging with it. But that meant that I had done each passage within 10 minutes, and this 2.5 hour exam with my half an hour extra time, because it should have been a 2-hour exam, turned into one hour. I was out of there by 10 past 10. It was so good. The grammar questions, I think I got most of them right. There were the odd question that threw me, but I think I managed to figure out most of them. So I know that my translation is solid. I know that my grammar questions are mostly solid. The unseen was actually a little bit harder than we've been doing in class, mostly because it was more of an awkward sentence, and each passage was a lot shorter than I was expecting, but the unseen was just a little bit awkward with the one sentence in the middle. But I think I got the gist of what was happening across. I got that it was something to do with King Harold anyway, and something to do with Ireland, I hope. But overall, I'm just so happy that my very last exam ever has gone really well. I'm just, I'm over the moon with it. I know it's not perfect, but still, it was such a nice paper. And I feel like all those different things that I did for him, all the different flashcards, all this set of different lists of ways I was going to write it out paid off. It has been quite a bit of time since I've come out of the exam. It's now 5 o'clock and I came out of the exam, was home by 10:30, but I've called my mum, I've live streamed it on Instagram, I've had a nap, I'm going over to a friend's house for a takeaway in Eurovision, so I won't get to the celebratory bath bomb that I had for myself. Thank you for watching my exam revision vlog. That is the last time I'll ever have to do an exam for my degree, which might mean it's the last time I might ever have to do an exam ever, although I'm not stress-free because there are more deadlines. There's a portfolio of essays, a straight-up essay, a presentation, dissertation proposal, which is a little bit scary, but I'm excited about my idea, and I need to also do dissertation meetings and go find tutors that might be in the area I'm looking at. So like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.